Hey YouTube, how's it going? It's Quentin here and welcome to tutorial number 36. And in this tutorial we are going to take a look at how to use arguments with a function. This is also known as passing data to a function or passing a value to a function. So you might have heard people say it like that before. Okay, now if you guys ever want to make sure that your function is going to use an argument, then you need to declare that, or whenever you declare that function, you're going to need to include an argument in the parentheses of your function. So in other words, whenever you create your function, let's call my function say hello, then whenever you're declaring this function, you need to make sure that you include an argument in the parentheses. Now basically what this argument over here does is tell PHP, okay, listen, whenever you guys want to call this function later on, this function needs an argument. So if no argument is supplied, you're going to have to give an error. And as you can see, this argument is actually a variable. So whenever you're using an argument, it's actually going to be a variable. And the reason why is because this argument actually has to store data, so it's basically a variable. This is the equivalent of making a new variable, just declaring an argument in a function. So now let's actually give my function something to do, and all I'm going to do is actually echo out hello and then the person's name. So we'll just echo out hello space and then append on our variable name and append on a break tag as well. So let's just get that BR in there. Okay, so now whenever this function's called, it's going to echo out hello plus whichever value we pass to this function. So all that's left to do now is actually call our function, which is quite simple. We're just going to type in the function name, which is say hello, obviously have parentheses here, and in these parentheses this is where we're going to put our argument. So let's just see what happens if we don't supply an argument. Okay, so I'm just going to have to go over to Firefox here, click refresh, and as you can see, when we don't use an argument, we've got this error over here. It says missing argument 1 for say hello. So obviously PHP knows that this say hello function needs an argument. So let's go ahead and supply one, and I'll just go ahead and give it an argument of a string, which is my name, Quentin. So now when we go ahead and save this, what actually happens here when this program runs is this value or this string gets stored in this variable name. So it gets passed to the function and stored in that variable name, and then we use that variable name inside of the function. Obviously I'm just using it for like a simple purpose. I'm just echoing it out with the word hello. So let's go back here and click refresh, and as you can see it says hello Quentin. So hopefully this is starting to look a lot more familiar to you guys. You guys are probably used to seeing us calling a function now. I mean, you guys have worked with me on the string functions and array functions already, so you guys know that whenever we call a function, we're just going to type the function name, parentheses, with an argument inside. So the only new thing here really is that we can actually see the code behind our function, and actually we get to make our function work, which is obviously quite exciting. And actually if I go ahead and just close that function, let's pretend that that function just doesn't exist, and I create another variable over here called user. So let's say I had a form on my website and I was collecting data from the user. So I had a field where they could put in their name or something like that. Then let's just say we would store that in the user variable. So they could put in their name Quentin, or let's actually use Jared, that's my brother's name. Then we could go ahead and just throw that variable in here as well. So I could just go ahead and throw in, say hello user, and now depending on what this variable is, we're going to send that value through to our function, and then obviously our function prints that name out. So now when I go back to Firefox and click refresh, you've got hello Jared. So that's actually all I have for you guys in this video. Please have fun playing around and making functions. Just get used to the whole idea of that, and I will see you guys in the next video. So thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. Please feel free to leave a comment, like or share the video. It's really going to help my channel grow, and I'll see you guys next time.